So this is a devlog for Glider Sim, which is going to be a hang gliding and paragliding simulator. So today I'm going to be talking about how I'm programming in ridge lift. As you can see, basically as a air current approaches the mountain, it rises up, and that's very important for paragliding and hang gliding, as a lot of the paragliders and hang gliders will ride this ridge lift and use it for lift. So I'm going to go into the game here and start it up. So I'm in Unity, kind of in debug mode here. As you can see, here's our paraglider. So I'm going to go basically to where I am testing this concept. So this is kind of like a simulated wind gust, or I call them wind bubbles. So basically, this wind bubble is basically riding along the terrain here, and as it goes down this hill, you notice the particles kind of bank downwards and turn red, so that would be a downward wind gust coming off that mountain. But as you see, it's going to approach a hill here, so you'll notice that this wind gust, if you notice this green box, that's kind of the height above the ground. So this wind bubble is going to turn upwards, and we should start getting some ridge lift. And you notice I have the particles turning green. So this would be a simulated ridge lift. If you were in the paraglider, you would get an upward air current, and you could use that to gain altitude. Next I'm going to show you, so this is only like 2 wind bubbles. Next I'm going to show you a whole array of wind bubbles in action. Alright, hold on, I'll get that working. Okay, so here we have our array of wind bubble spawners. And basically their job is to spawn the wind bubbles around the user. Right now I don't have this wind bubble array following the user, but it will soon. So we're going to activate the terrain and then go ahead and press play, and we can see this in action. Okay, so we're going to go to the scene, and here we go. Here's all our wind bubbles and the particles. So we can kind of fly around and see where there's ridge lift. And again, we're in debug mode, so all these kind of columns and stuff will not be there in the game, but the particles, they could be activated, and you can see we're getting some good ridge lift on this ridge here. It looks like there's a downflow coming off of this mountain here. Yeah, so this would be the place to be in a paraglider. You would be getting lots of ridge lift here. You would not want to be on this side of the mountain. As you can see, there's a lot of ridge lift coming off of this ridge here. That would be a good place to be. All the way up, you could ride it all the way up here. Anyways, this is kind of fun to see the air currents. Alright, so that gives you a good preview of what I'm working on for the air currents. The next update, I'll show what it's like to actually fly in there. Oh, jeez, crashed. Okay, and as you see, I got some of the UI working here. Right now, I don't have the wind hooked up to interact with the glider, so that's going to be next. So next update, I'll post that.